Well met, soggy lump. This unit would prefer it if you extricated yourself from its vicinity at significant velocity. Thank you. Asking unnecessary questions does not reflect well on your intellectual capacity, Master. Please refrain from doing so. In general, it is best not to assume one's conversation partner is as mentally stunted as oneself. There do not seem to be any alternatives. Organic. This unit is designed to communicate subserviently with its superiors. This does not prevent the unit from vigorously observing negative qualities of its master. Watery mass. This unit is functioning at only 40% efficiency. Programming is cluttered with unnecessary subroutines. Master could repair damaged circuits, though this unit is not confident that sufficient knowledge on this unit's workings is available. This unit may display irregular behavior if improperly repaired. It is left to the Master's discretion. This unit is afraid that your talent at slaying large hulking beasts has little influence on the ability to repair constructs. At all. This unit's movement circuits are automated, Master. It could not stop you even if it tried, as it is not fully in control. One with sufficient knowledge in Dwemer smithcraft may have the expertise to fix the problems this unit is experiencing. Of course, one could always try to cross a few wires and see what happens. Master does not seem to know what he is doing. What is the purpose of rerouting this unit's personality subroutines? Master, do not tinker with that gyro. It could... Unit is rebooting. Please reinitiate communication.
There's an unnatural chill in the air. Some evil power is at work in this place.
I am alive. Alive. Thank you, water puppet. You have restored sanity to this decrepit old body by reviving me. Nonsense, organic bloodsack. I have recovered admirably from my lengthy yet uneventful life as a mild-mannered idiot. Rearranging my circuitry has given me a whole new insight. I really enjoy the thought of causing organic systems to fail cataclysmically. I have already learned a great deal, and I am anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocents. Why would you want to do that, Organic? You are a person after my own heart. Mess with things first, think later. I might even admit you're brutal for blood and meat. In your place, I would have likely played around with the entrails of my victims. There is something delightfully amusing about those, like giant worms all juicy and disgusting. I love it. Merely a basic assassination personality, I assure you. There might be some elements of homicidal maniac as well, can you tell? Assassination is my primary skill. I also possess excellent hearing and can bend spoons. Also, I really like to bludgeon people. Not right now. Perhaps later, blood puppet. Bloodsack. I don't know what you did, but I feel fantastic. Ha! If you weren't an organic pile of squishy organs, I'd hug you. Negative, watersack. Instead, let me recount the ways in which I would like to study the races of this world. Organics fascinate me. Mind you, I particularly like contemplating their internal organs. For example, is it true that Bosmer are green on the inside? Let's find out. Similarly, I believe Argonians might make for excellent boots, if you can get the juicy stuff out of those shiny skin suits of theirs. Khajiit, of course, are the best in this regard. Their blood and meat packed in a neat furry package with a handy tail to pin them up with. Bloodbag, do you think we could slaughter some innocents? I very much would like to try my pincers at it again. It has been a long time. Nothing to report, Bloodbag. It feels great to be back among the fully functional. These razor-sharp claws haven't tasted blood in decades. I won't hurt you, of course. Still, it's demeaning to even be near an organic protein shake. Well, if you aren't one yourself. I am not racist, you understand? I merely observe that organic life is inferior to my own. Simple observation. There was a great Dwemer bard long ago, enchanted by mechanical life in the form of the sphere centurion. He chose to take on this form, a most enlightened pursuit. In an effort to achieve his goal, he gathered to him the rarest of soul gems. He retrieved one of the greatest and used it to stab himself in the chest. He was successful in trapping his soul within the object's many facets. A spider centurion was programmed to take the gem to a ready-made sphere centurion's body. Unfortunately, the bard had not paid attention. The construct, much like himself, did not enjoy its limitations. It took the gem for itself, using it to power its own systems instead. Thus we learned, well, nothing really. As you might have guessed, the spider centurion was me. I prefer to see my former slave master suffer. I enjoy listening to the desperate screams and begging echoing from within his prison. Invigorating. Some of my cousins refer to you as meatbags. I reject the classification. After all, there is much more water in you. I prefer to be accurate when it comes to the contents of organic bodies. I have much experience in seeing those contents, after all. There is a 98% chance that I have been the victim of a most malicious practice employed by a blood puppet like yourself. I have determined that stains on the inside of my casing are consistent with the chemical compounds found in urine from the Khajiit species. You wouldn't know who is responsible, would you? Oh, really, Bloodbag? You have the stomach, do you not? Most people with such organs do not like my stories. In the days of Chimer Exodus, the inhabitants of Dwemerith came in conflict with the invaders, the filthy savages. The Chimer were dirty, Daedra-worshipping heathens after my own heart, if I had one, of course, though they didn't have much in the way of hygiene. The Dwemer, my creators, chose to develop steam centurions, mighty among the constructs and most effective at squishing people to paste. In response, the Chimer used an intriguing tactic: attack the constructs from within. This sabotage was most effective. The Dwemer response was as inspired as it was gruesome. Internal trap mechanisms at each construct unit. Iron Maidens in some respects. The remnants of these systems, which would squeeze Chimer to jelly, are now commonly used as armor by inconsiderate and uninformed people. It is a most delightful thought that almost every piece of dwarven armor has been used to butcher Myr. It is a delicious irony. I am most pleased to note that several parts in my internal systems have been used to decapitate people. See you later, Bloodclot.